Even in India nowadays, the Varnashram Dharma is being forgotten because of the influence of Western culture. We think we are progressing. This influence of Kali. Okay, for example, like the tree grows high, but then there's like some wind and the tree falls down because there is a limit for everything. It's like you think you're growing, but then you fall down, like you decrease, So you don't need to worry. You'll grow, but until when? And then one day it will come down again. No difference between Ram and Krishna. So one giving emphasis in Lila and another in rules and relations. That's why in Vraja Kirtan they say like this. There's no difference between Ram and Krishna. One has eyes agitated, chanchal, another has eyes gambhira, deep or serious. So, if you say Krishna Lila, for example, this is Vrindavana Lila and Mathura Dwarka. So the nature of Vraj. In the Krishna, in the nature of Vraj, he has a Vaishya Swabhav, means he's like a Vaishya, But in Mathura and Dwarka, Krishna is like a warrior, He's nothing less than Ramchandra. He's also like Kshatriya Swabhav, nature of warrior, Because Krishna, he's also following this Kshatriya Swabhav Dharma, means following the rules of Kshatriya people. Krishna also shows that. And in Vraja, he's manifesting his Lila Madhurya, sweetness, pastimes. But in Vraja also, Vraja Krishna also, without any weapon, he also killed demons. Krishna killed demons. From Putana to Agasura, Bakasura, all that went to Vraja. Krishna killed all of them without using any weapons. Krishna's just playing. And like this, he just killed them all, just like playing. Same Krishna, and when he came to Dwaraka and Mathura and really like used weapons to fight. Like this is the speciality. So you can compare the character of the Ram and Krishna. Ram and Krishna, compare both characters. First study Ramayana first, because this first you have to accept this ideal behavior of Ramchandra, and then we continue. Those who are going have to give some prasad to them. So just like this, we have to think like this, think about this. So do you imagine this sadhana in our life? If you read Ramayana, you feel bliss. And then that Bhagavatam also you can read, continuing. You can also read Ramcharitamanas. Whatever is in Ramcharitamanas is like the same which is in Bhagavatam, but in Bhagavatam is in Sanskrit, and Ramcharitamanas is in Hindi. And this verse is like this Chopa. Actually, the original Ramayana is Valmiki Ramayana is original Ramayana. Actually, understand? Mool Ramayana Chaiva means that Valmiki Ramayana is original Ramayana. You understand? What book are you reading now? Tell me. Bhagavad Gita. And also many books from astrology. Okay. Jaimini books of astrology is also reading. I also practice meditation. Okay. Do whatever you're doing, but also do the bhakti. Chant holy names. And also you can study Ramayana. This is very good. Ramayana is very good. Are you chanting Gayatri Mantra every day? He said every day. You should follow these rules, yes, slowly, slowly. He haven't taken Diksha and Harinam yet. He didn't take. He comes to the Bhagavad Gita classes here in the temple. They have some programming, Sunday that program. He's coming, and there they give some mala also, like some japa mala. Then he's also chanting. Okay, what is your question from your book of questions? This is my card. Oh, very beautiful your card. It's like a spread tree. He has some image in his card for some spread tree, like big tree. Yeah, you can see.
झाड़ू से लेकर मालिक तक के सारे काम कर लेता हूँ। अच्छा, ये चीजें झाड़ू मारने से लेकर मालिक तक करना पड़ता है ना, तब ठीक रहता है, सारे काम करना।
Also, there's healing also. How do you have time? Because you have a shop. No, after 6 I do these things. 10 to 6. After 6 and 24 hours doing something. Please speak something about Bhakti Uttanartha. Could you speak something about Bhakti Uttanartha, Gurudev? Look. 4 kinds of anarthas we have. Duskritu Uttanartha, Sukritu Uttanartha, Bhakti Uttanartha, Parana Uttanartha. First, understand what is the meaning of Utta. Utta, I don't know. If you understand the Sanskrit word, then everything will become clear for you. Utta means like to arise, to manifest, to arise. Utta means arise, just like coming up, like this, arise. Uthan. Just as something like that. Okay. So for example, Duskrit Utha Anartha. Like some is an obstacle of bhajan for your bhajan. Duskrit Utha Anartha. Some distress you feel. For example, always some disease, you full of disease always, sick. If you have this, you should understand disease actually some karma from previous life, some bad thing is coming now back. Sukriti Uta means what? If you give so much charity in previous life, then this life you are so wealthy, so much money. Then if you're just like collecting money like this, then you obstacle to your bhakti. So there's also anartha. Anartha means something which is useless. This anartha, no artha, something unnecessary. So many things are not unnecessary to us, but still we are collecting these unnecessary things. Just filling up our house with unnecessary things in the Western countries. Every month, people they throw their old things, like things they're not using anymore in their house, and they just put outside the house, just like throwing out, throwing like they're just like throwing just like in a bin, but they just put outside the house, and some other people come and see and bring these things to their own house because they still think it's like new or something. And then these people, second people who took, they think, oh no, this is, I don't want anymore, then put outside the house. Then another people comes and takes also that to their own house again, third people. So in previous life you did so much charity like this, and now you have so much money and wealth. This is an obstacle to your spiritual life. Now, if you have too much wealth and also if you have nothing of money, also both, they're bad, because if you don't have no money at all, you cannot maintain yourself. But if you have too much money, then also you'll be always like absorbed how to maintain all this money, how to maintain the money like this. Alexander Prabhupada, one time he was preparing one temple in Navadvip, or in Kolkata. That he wanted to meet one owner of a factory. This owner of the factory, he had business with 8 or 10 countries. And then Bhaksan Prabhupada told this owner of the factory, I want to meet you. Then PA, personal assistant of this owner, said, of the factory, I don't have time. He doesn't have time. Cannot meet you. After 30 years, Bhaksan Prabhupada saw that the factory was still there, but completely closed. And just nearby, there was a person selling gamcha on the street. Bhaksan Prabhupada said, oh, but 30 years ago, I came here in this place to try to meet with the owner of the factory. Now the factory is closed. Where is the owner of that factory? Then that person who was selling the gamcha said, I am that ex-owner, like I am the owner. That time I didn't have time for you, but now I have a lot of time. Because if you're like owner of something, you will be absorbed in that. You cannot do the bhajan of God. So that's why, wealth, money comes and goes according to the sukriti, and punya means like according to our previous activities. But the person who is an intelligent person, he used all the money for Bhagavad Seva. For example, whatever you said, I became very happy hearing what you said. That from 6 to 10, you were completely switch off. No, sorry. What? No, sorry, from 6 p.m. to 10 a.m. I think he's like closed off. Sorry. So okay, you are in satsang at that time. Okay, good. But some people, they're 24 hours working. Some people are like that. Understand? Like you can just efforts for more money, but actually whatever will come is what it is already kept for you, like from previous life. It's predestined how much money you get. We don't know. That's why we are effort, like endeavoring. This is the thing. This is Sukriti Uttanartha. If you did so much charity donation in previous life, you get so much money, and then you like absorbing, maintaining all this money. We cannot do the bhajan and sadhana, nothing. I'm not saying, oh, we don't need money. No, you need money. If there is not an obstacle to your spiritual life, for example, what you were saying, it's very nice what you said. That is not an obstacle to your spiritual life, it's your bhajan. So this is Sukriti Uttanartha. And then, what is Bhakti Uttanartha? In the first stage of Bhakti, in the beginning of the Bhakti, so many kinds of reputation, name, fame you get, honor, Labha Puja Pratishta. And this is the obstacle to your Bhakti. So if you like take all this pratishtha, honor, fame, reputation for you, yourself, then you finish, you go out from Bhakti. But if you offer all this honor, reputation, all these things to Guru and Krishna, then you are saved and you can continue the Bhakti. So this is the Bhakti Uta Anartha. In the first stage of Bhakti, all these will come surely. So many people, they are giving honor, fame, reputation to you. But how you should, you have to balance all that. You have to say, this cannot be an obstacle to my bhajan. And then fourth, aparada uta anartha. Offense to feet of Guru Vaishnava, then bhakti stops. In the book Madhura Kadambini, this is even more explains. Which book? Madhurja Kadambini Grantha. Do you have here this book? Where is it? Now already became Arati time. This aparada Uttanartha is only to Vaishnavas. No, actually all offenses are connected to Namaparada. Namaparada is connecting all the offenses together. Because what is the first Namaparada? What is the first one? It's Vaishnava Parada, understand? So actually through Namaparada, all the Vaishnavas are connected to Namaparada. Like in Namaparada, all offenses are there somehow. And then, okay, 6 kinds of Vaishnava Parada. This look explains. So all offenses are connected to Namaparada. What is the first offense of Namaparada? It's Vaishnava in the sadhu, in the criticized sadhus. So when you speak about others, Gurudev says, then be far from these people. Those who are criticizing others are speaking about others. What is the benefit? Just be in your own bhajan. Those who are doing that, they're just like they'll get the results of what they're doing, you know. Don't waste your time, this is the thing. So in the book Madhura Kadambini Vishwan Chakravarti Pada is connected to Nama Parada because there is 10 kinds of Nama Parada. the thing about the Sudoku of the Tatastha Paksha also Manjari also other books. So the topmost sadhana is Harinam. How can we get a follow Uttama Bhakti? Fascinating holy names. Gurudev is the Bhakti Uttanartha in the beginning of Bhakti Kamala Bhakti Puja Pratishtha. But how will you be free from that if you offer everything to Guru Vaishnava, to God, like if you offer to Hari Guru Vaishnava? Just like Krishna says, offer everything to me, Sarva Dhamma Paritaja, like this. This is, Gita is saying, you should just surrender to me, Krishna says. Then I will destroy all your sins. What if you do for your own self or take everything for your own? If you have kartabhiman, means if you think you are the doer, like if you think you're the doer, kartabhiman. No, you should think God is making me do, and then you offer that to Him. Then no problem. It's like in the Braj Kirtan they sing. Like Krishna, you did, but you give the credit to me. Like you said I did. Just like because actually everything we do is inspiration of God, inspired by God. Because without desire of Lord, even a leaf cannot move. So Lord inspires us and makes us like an. So this is the thing. How can we offer everything to Him? The more you offer to Lord or offer yourself, then you can progress. Otherwise, what to do? Whatever you do, you have to keep like studying your bhajan and sadhana, chanting holy names like this every day. Studying the shastras. Think about that. What? Sorry. So if you already did offense, Bhagavan will forgive. When you offer yourself to Lord, Bhagavan, He forgives everything you've done. And this is the thing. Finish.
What are the symptoms we have that we've done Vaishnava Aparadha?
What are the symptoms that we have that Vaishnava Aparadha? What is the meaning of Aparadha? Aparadha means love and affection. Priti. If you don't have Priti, love, affection to Vaishnavas, it means you are doing Vaishnava Aparadha. You have to respect and honor everyone. So you have to learn how to behave in a worldly manner is an art. How to behave in like a worldly aspect. Have to like be worldly behavior. To pranam to Vaishnavas like this. क्या बोल रहे? So the mind is the cause of bondage and also cause of liberation. How can you engage your mind like this? Manmana Bhava. Krishna is saying this in the Gita. Engage your mind in God. Engage your mind in service. Engage your mind in the service.
गुरुदेव भक्ति में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं इसका क्या लक्षण है?
What is the symptom your bhakti is progressing in bhakti? What is the symptom you are progressing in the bhakti? This loka explains. Bhakti Parishana Bhava. If you have the bhakti, then the things will come. Then is it to serve? Similarly. And also have realization of God. And also be detached from material things. These are three symptoms. When you eat, just like when you eat, what happens when you eat? Like you become with strength, healthy, like this. Like if you're eating and you still become weak, means there's some problem there. Maybe you have some sickness, something, you know. So bhakti is also like that. These three things are seen at the same time. Seva-vritti will come, then is it to serve. You'll be without any kind of like hatred or like maybe a person can hate you or like do bad to you, but you do pranam. Suppose it might be against you or something, but still do pranam. Even if someone makes something bad, then even though you should do pranam to them. Whatever they do. What? Can I give it? No. Yeah, but the Gurudev said, what?
Do pranam to
Just stay far from them.
keep distance.
Keep distance from them. So we should see this worldly behavior we have. Because if we stay in this world, Lokik, do you understand, means worldly behavior. The speciality of this behavior, we have to see this.
You cannot live.
Otherwise you cannot live in this world. So you have to see this worldly behavior. When you become like nirapiksha, indifferent to everything, then it's not nirapiksha, indifferent to everything, then it's another stage. But if you're not actually on that stage, then, for example, Narad Muni, just going everywhere, they don't have nothing to give and to take from anyone in this world, then it's different. For them it's possible, but we're staying in society, this circumstance, this country, everything, so we need fan, we need a house. But for the Goswamis, they don't need anything. Just sleep under the tree. Just eating just something, and if somebody can Varikata, then they speak like nothing arranged, nothing, no problem. So they have a little picture, like completely different to everything, and they live like that. We're not like that. Our life is not like that. We're depending on many things or waiting upon many things. So I have to think about all these things. Have to love and affection of everyone and respect and honor everyone also. If a person like is against you or doesn't like you, okay, you do pranam from far. She's like if you expect something, this is the cause of distress, she's asking. But if otherwise, Gurudev said not actually cause of distress, but look, Gurudev said,
इसमें आ रहे हैं आशा आशा ही परम दुखम नैराश्य परम सुखम
like the
और
hope.
आशा ही परम सुखम नैराश्य परम दुखम
Okay, okay, I'll tell. Gopis say opposite, like,
पिंगला विश्व की कथा जो है
no, they started Pingala Vesha, Pingala prostitute in the
वो
Bhagavatam
सारे रात
says that she was all night waiting
जब जाता कोई गरीब व्यक्ति
near the
आए,
door. Maybe some person will come and I'll get some money.
ऐसे करते करते
And then doing that,
प्रभात होते जा रहे
it was morning
तो
time,
निराश होते
and she became hopeless, this prostitute, Pingala Vesha. Then she gave up everything.
तो उसको करें
So he said
आशा ही
that the
परम
hope is the topmost, like a suffering,
और नैराश्य परम
and being like hopeless, like is our topmost happiness. Like you just don't expect anything, then you're happy.
और गोपियां
But the
कहते हैं,
gopis, they
आशा
say
ही परम
opposite. Our hope is our topmost happiness.
आएगी, एक आशा
That our hope is that Krishna will come back.
उच्च स्तर की होती है।
This is high stage, this Bhava of the gopis.
जीवन की
And the gopis said that they're like being hopeless without expectation is topmost suffering. So you should like help others, means engage others in doing the bhajan.
ये तो प्रहलाद महाराज जी की शिक्षा
Prahlada Maharaj taught us this. Vishihadeva said, hey Prahlad, you should preach holy names.
सारे तुम्हारे विपद व बाधाएं जो
All
हैं,
your obstacles, everything, I'm taking away from you. Like I'm removing that for you. Vishihadeva told Prahlad, preach holy names. Mahaprabhu also ordered that.
जाहिर देखिए तारीफ और कृष्ण उपदेश इसको देखो उपदेश
Whoever you see, you should tell Krishna's Upadesh, instructions of Krishna. This is the order of Mahaprabhu.
अपने भजन करो
Do your own bhajan
भजन में
and also engage others in doing the bhajan as well.